There is a voice inside you. It is quiet, ancient, eternal. It does not shout, nor does it demand. It speaks softly, asking one simple question: who are you? Not your name, not your role, not the titles you wear or the masks you don for the world. Beneath all that, who are you? Today, we turn inward, not to flee the chaos of the world, but to find the anchor that holds us steady within it. This is a journey to the core of your being, a pilgrimage to the self that exists beyond the noise. The Stoics, those timeless philosophers of resilience and clarity, will guide us. They teach us to strip away the layers we've accumulated, some chosen, some imposed, and to stand bare before our own truth. Take a moment. Breathe. Feel the air enter your lungs, then leave. This breath is yours. It is the rhythm of your existence. Let it ground you as we begin. The layers we wear. Life dresses us in layers. From childhood, we are clothed in expectations: daughter, son, student, friend, worker, leader, follower. Some of these we choose. Others are thrust upon us. Each layer shapes how the world sees us, and sometimes how we see ourselves. But these are not you. They are costumes, temporary and fleeting. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." Pause and consider, what thoughts color your soul? Are they yours, or have they been borrowed from the world's clamor? Are they vibrant with purpose, or dulled by habit? Take a moment to reflect. Close your eyes if it feels right. Ask yourself, what layers do I wear that are not mine? What beliefs, fears, or roles have I adopted to please others? Let the question linger. There is no rush to answer. The Stoics valued patience in self-discovery. Let the stillness speak, stripping away the false. To meet yourself, you must first shed what you are not. The world tempts us to cling to illusions: status, wealth, approval. We chase likes, stretch our truths to fit fleeting trends, and measure our worth by others' applause. But Seneca, the Stoic sage, asked, "How long are you going to wait before you demand the best for yourself?" The best for yourself is not found in external validation. It is found in clarity. To see yourself clearly is an act of courage. It requires facing the mirror without filters, without facades. It means acknowledging your fears, your flaws, your unspoken dreams. The mirror never lies, but we often turn away. Take a deep breath. Picture yourself standing before a mirror. Not a physical one, but the mirror of your mind. What do you see? Not the face you present to the world, but the essence beneath. Are you kind to yourself in this moment, or do you judge? Are you honest, or do you hide? Let this reflection be gentle. The Stoics did not seek perfection, they sought truth. The freedom of being. Out there, the world is loud. It screams, "Buy this. Prove that. Be like them. Conform. Achieve." Inside, your soul whispers, "Be still." You were not made to live for others' applause. You were made to walk your own path, even when it is solitary, even when it is quiet. Epictetus, the Stoic teacher, said, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life." But this is not freedom from duty or struggle. It is freedom from noise. Freedom to be what you are, unapologetically. To claim this freedom, you must release what does not serve you. Grudges, regrets, the need to be seen as perfect. Pause again. Consider, what holds you back from freedom? Is it fear of failure? The weight of others' expectations? The shadow of past mistakes? Imagine setting these down, like heavy stones you've carried too long. Feel the lightness. You are not your burdens. You are what remains when they are gone. The curriculum of adversity. Life is not gentle. You will fail. You will fall. You will lose. This is not weakness. It is the curriculum of the universe. The Stoics embraced adversity as a teacher, not a punishment. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Every obstacle, every heartbreak, every doubt is a lesson in resilience. What breaks you also reveals you. Think of a moment when life tested you. Perhaps a loss, a betrayal, or a dream that slipped through your fingers. What did it teach you about yourself? Did it show you your strength, your capacity to endure? Did it uncover a part of you that you didn't know existed? Adversity is a chisel, shaping the raw stone of your soul. Take a moment to honor your scars. They are not flaws, they are evidence of your courage. They are proof that you have lived, risked, and persisted. The Stoics did not hide their wounds, they wore them as badges of growth. What scars do you carry, and what wisdom have they given you? The mystery of the self. There is a mystery within you, a part that remains unnamed. It is not something to solve, but something to honor. How much of you do you not yet understand, yet still feel? The Stoics believed in living with questions, not rushing to answers. Seneca wrote, "Life is long if you know how to use it." Time is not measured by years, but by moments of presence, moments when you meet yourself without fear. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel the quiet. What stirs within you? Perhaps a dream you've buried, a hope you've silenced, or a truth you've yet to speak. This is the seed of your potential. It does not demand to be understood. It asks only to be acknowledged. You are not your possessions. You are not your followers. You are not the chaos of yesterday. You are what remains when all else falls away. To hold loosely what the world clings to, wealth, status, certainty, is strength. Detachment is not apathy. It is choosing peace over performance. The breath of existence. Feel your breath now. It enters, steady and sure. It exits, soft and fleeting. It is always returning, always faithful. This breath is your connection to the universe, a reminder that you are part of something vast yet intimate. The Stoics embraced death not to fear it, but to live fully in its shadow. Epictetus said, "When death approaches, you will welcome it as part of nature." You are a breath in the universe, fleeting but meaningful. In this moment, you exist. That is no small thing. Take a long, slow breath. As you inhale, feel the gift of this moment. As you exhale, release what weighs you down. Each breath is a renewal, a chance to begin again. The Stoics lived with this awareness, letting each day be a fresh canvas for courage and clarity. Building your inner shelter. The world will roar. People will misunderstand you. Doubt will creep in. But if you build your shelter within, no storm can drown you. The Stoics were architects of inner peace, crafting a fortress of the mind that no external force could breach. Picture your inner shelter. What does it look like? Is it a quiet grove, a stone tower, a vast open sky? This is your sanctuary, where you return when the world grows loud. It is built not of walls, but of principles: courage, wisdom, temperance, justice. These are the Stoic virtues, the foundation of a life well lived. Reflect on one virtue you wish to strengthen. Perhaps it is courage to face your fears, or wisdom to see clearly, or temperance to find balance, or justice to act with fairness. How can you embody this virtue today? Let it guide your actions, like a star in the night. The river of becoming. The mystery of the self is not static. You are not a fixed point, but a river, ever moving, ever changing. Each day, each choice, each moment of reflection shapes your destiny. The Stoics were not seekers of perfection, they were seekers of progress. They were calm, courageous, awake. As you move through life, let yourself evolve. Like a river carving through stone, you are both gentle and relentless. You are shaped by your experiences, but you also shape them. What kind of person do you wish to become? What small step can you take today toward that vision? Pause once more. Feel the weight of this question. There is no need to answer it fully, simply let it guide you. The Stoics believed that purpose is found in action, not in endless deliberation. Trust your path, even when it winds through uncertainty. The discipline of desire. The Stoics taught that much of our suffering comes from wanting what is not ours to control. Epictetus reminds us, there is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will. Our desires, for wealth, for recognition, for a life free of pain, can chain us to a cycle of longing and disappointment. Yet, within you lies the power to choose what you pursue. Pause and reflect. What do you desire most right now? Is it something external, a promotion, a possession, another's approval? Or is it something within your control? Peace, integrity, resilience. Imagine your desires as threads in a tapestry. Which ones are truly yours, and which have been woven by the world's expectations? Gently untangle the threads that do not serve your soul. The Stoics believed that true contentment comes from wanting only what aligns with your nature. Take a moment to breathe deeply. With each exhale, release a desire that weighs you down. With each inhale, draw in clarity. You are not your wants. You are the one who chooses them. The art of acceptance. Life is not a puzzle to be solved, but a reality to be lived. The Stoics embraced amor-fati, the love of fate, as a way to find peace in what is. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart." Acceptance is not passivity. It is the courage to embrace the present moment, even when it is not what you hoped for. Consider a challenge you face today. Perhaps it is a conflict, a loss, or an uncertainty. Can you meet it not with resistance, but with curiosity? What might this moment teach you about yourself? Picture yourself standing in a river, the current of life flowing around you. Instead of fighting the current, let it carry you. Trust that it is shaping you, even now. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel the weight of this challenge in your body. Where do you hold it? Your shoulders, your chest, your mind. Breathe into that space. Whisper to yourself, "This, too, is part of my path." Let acceptance soften the edges of your struggle. The practice of gratitude. The Stoics saw gratitude not as a fleeting emotion, but as a discipline. Seneca wrote, "We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more from imagination than from reality." To counter this, they practiced focusing on what they had, rather than what they lacked. Gratitude anchors us to the present, reminding us of the abundance already within our grasp. Take a moment to name 3 things you are grateful for right now. They need not be grand. Perhaps the warmth of your breath, the sound of a distant bird, or the simple fact that you are here, seeking growth. Let these gifts ground you. Imagine them as small flames, warming the corners of your soul. Reflect further. How often do you pause to notice the ordinary miracles of your life? The Stoics believed that a life well lived is one of attention. Commit to one act of gratitude today. Perhaps a kind word, a moment of appreciation, or a silent acknowledgement of life's quiet gifts. Let gratitude be your lens, revealing the richness of what is. The strength of solitude. In a world that demands connection, solitude is a radical act. The Stoics valued time alone, not as isolation, but as a space to converse with the self. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." Solitude is where you meet your thoughts, your truths, your essence. When was the last time you sat with yourself, without distraction? Not scrolling, not planning, not performing, just being. Picture a quiet space, real or imagined, where you feel safe to be still. It might be a forest clearing, a cozy chair, or a starlit night. What do you hear in this silence? What part of you emerges when the world's noise fades? Take a deep breath. Imagine sitting in this space now. Let your thoughts flow without judgment. If they wander to worries or regrets, gently guide them back. You are not here to solve yourself, but to know yourself. Solitude is not loneliness. It is the cradle of self-awareness. The power of small actions. The Stoics were practical philosophers, grounding their wisdom in action. Epictetus taught, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Your life is built not by grand gestures, but by small, intentional choices. Each thought, each word, each step shapes who you are becoming. Consider one small action you can take today to align with your true self. Perhaps it is speaking kindly to someone who challenges you, or pausing to breathe before reacting, or writing a single sentence of truth in a journal. These acts are not trivial, they are the bricks of your inner fortress. Pause and commit to this action. Picture yourself doing it. Feel its weight, its purpose. The Stoics believed that greatness lies in the ordinary, done with intention. Your power lies not in controlling the world, but in shaping your response to it. The mirror of reflection. The Stoics believed that self-awareness is the foundation of a virtuous life. Seneca advised, retire into yourself as much as you can. To know yourself, you must pause and look within, not with judgment, but with curiosity. Reflection is not about finding fault, it's about uncovering truth. Take a moment to consider a recent choice you made. It could be a conversation, a reaction, or a quiet decision no one else noticed. Why did you choose as you did? Was it driven by fear, habit, or a deeper alignment with your values? Picture this choice as a stone in your hand. Turn it over, examine its texture, its weight. What does it reveal about the person you are becoming? Breathe slowly. Let this reflection be a gentle inquiry, not a trial. The Stoics valued honesty over perfection. If you see something you wish to change, let it be a guide, not a burden. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this moment to walk my path more truly? The balance of control. Epictetus taught a simple yet profound truth. Some things are within our control, and some are not. The Stoics called this the dichotomy of control, a principle that frees us from the chains of futile striving. Your thoughts, your actions, your judgments, these are yours to shape. The opinions of others, the outcomes of events, the whims of fortune, these are not. Pause and reflect. What are you holding on to that is beyond your control? Perhaps it's someone's approval, a past mistake, or an uncertain future. Imagine these as leaves on a stream, floating past you. You cannot stop the current, but you can choose not to chase them. Now, shift your focus to what is within your power. What thought, what action, what small choice can you make today to honor your inner strength? Take a deep breath. With each exhale, release one thing you cannot control. With each inhale, embrace one thing you can. This balance is your freedom, your anchor in life's storms. The courage to be imperfect. The world celebrates perfection, but the Stoics celebrated effort. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." Yet, they understood that to be human is to stumble. Your imperfections are not failures. They are the raw material of your growth. Think of a moment when you felt you fell short. Perhaps you spoke harshly, missed an opportunity, or doubted your worth. Instead of turning away, lean into this memory. What did it teach you? How did it shape your compassion, your resilience? Picture your imperfections as cracks in a vase, not flaws, but places where light shines through. Close your eyes for a moment. Whisper to yourself, "I am enough, not because I am perfect, but because I am growing." The Stoics saw courage not in being flawless, but in continuing despite flaws. Let this courage guide you forward. The wisdom of perspective. The Stoics practiced the view from above, a mental exercise to see life from a broader perspective. Marcus Aurelius urged, "Think of the whole of existence, of which you are the tiniest part." When you zoom out, your worries shrink, and your place in the universe becomes both humbling and empowering. Imagine rising above your life, like a bird soaring over a vast landscape. See your joys, your struggles, your daily routines as part of a larger tapestry. How small your fears appear from this height. How connected you are to the countless lives, the stars, the cycles of nature. What seems overwhelming in the moment is but a speck in the grand sweep of time. Take a slow breath. Hold this perspective. Ask yourself, what matters most in this vastness? Is it the argument you had yesterday, or the kindness you can offer today? Let this wisdom shape your choices, grounding you in what endures. The gift of presence. Life unfolds in moments, yet we often live in the past or the future. Seneca wrote, "The greatest obstacle to living is expectancy, which depends on tomorrow and wastes today." The Stoics cherished presence, the art of being fully where you are. This moment, this breath, is the only place where you can truly live. Pause and notice your surroundings. Feel the air on your skin, the rhythm of your breath, the sounds around you. What do you see, Here, feel in this exact moment. Let everything else fade, the to-do lists, the regrets, the plans. You are here now. This is your life, unfolding. Reflect. How often do you give yourself permission to be fully present? Imagine presence as a gift you offer yourself, a quiet space where you are enough. Commit to one moment today where you will be fully here, perhaps in a conversation, a walk, or a quiet pause. Let presence be your practice. The clarity of purpose. The Stoics believed that a life well lived is one aligned with purpose. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Everything, a horse, a vine, is created for some duty. For what task, then, were you yourself created?" Your purpose is not a destination to reach, but a direction to follow. It is found in how you choose to live each day, in the values you embody. Pause and reflect. What gives your life meaning? Is it creating, connecting, learning, or serving others? Picture your purpose as a compass, guiding you through life's uncertainties. It need not be grand. It could be as simple as being kind, seeking truth, or cultivating peace. What small act today could align you with this purpose? Take a deep breath. Feel the steadiness of your intention. Whisper to yourself, "I am here to live with purpose, one choice at a time." The Stoics taught that purpose is not found in outcomes, but in the integrity of your actions. Let this clarity guide you. The strength of restraint. In a world that urges excess, more words, more possessions, more reactions, the Stoics prized restraint. Seneca said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." Restraint is not deprivation. It is the power to choose what matters, to say no to what distracts from your essence. Consider a moment when you felt pulled to react impulsively, perhaps in anger, envy, or haste. What might have happened if you had paused? Imagine restraint as a shield, protecting your inner peace. It is the choice to listen before speaking, to reflect before acting, to value quality over quantity. Close your eyes for a moment. Picture a situation where restraint could serve you. How would it feel to respond with calm, with intention? Commit to one act of restraint today, perhaps holding back a harsh word or resisting a fleeting temptation. Let this strength shape your character. The beauty of simplicity. The Stoics sought a life unburdened by excess, finding beauty in what is essential. Epictetus taught, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." Simplicity is not about having less. It's about needing less, about clearing space for what truly enriches you. Reflect on your life. What feels cluttered? It could be your schedule, your possessions, or even your thoughts. Imagine simplifying one aspect, perhaps letting go of a commitment that drains you or decluttering a space that overwhelms you. Picture your life as a clear, open room, with only what brings you joy or purpose. Take a slow breath. Feel the lightness of simplicity. Ask yourself, what is one thing I can release to create space for what matters? The Stoics believed that simplicity reveals the soul's true desires. Let this act of release be a step toward clarity. The dance of change. Life is constant motion, a dance of change that shapes us. The Stoics embraced impermanence, seeing it as the heartbeat of existence. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The universe is change, our life is what our thoughts make it." To resist change is to resist life itself. To embrace it is to grow. Think of a change you faced, perhaps a loss, a new beginning, or an unexpected shift. How did it reshape you? Picture change as a river, carving new paths through your life. You are not the same person you were yesterday, nor will you be tomorrow. This is not loss, it is evolution. Pause and breathe. Feel the rhythm of change within you. Ask, what change am I facing now, and how can I meet it with openness? The Stoics saw change as a teacher, revealing our resilience. Let it guide you toward who you are becoming. The gift of connection. While the Stoics valued solitude, they also recognized our place within a greater whole. Seneca wrote, "No one can live happily who has regard to himself alone." We are connected, to others, to nature, to the cosmos. Your actions ripple outward, touching lives you may never see. Reflect on someone in your life, a friend, a stranger, a loved one. How do they reflect a part of you? How do your choices affect them? Imagine your connection as a thread in a vast web, each strand strengthening the whole. What small act of kindness, understanding, or presence can you offer today? Take a moment to feel this connection. Breathe in gratitude for those who share your journey. The Stoics believed that to live well is to live for others, not in sacrifice, but in harmony. Let this connection deepen your sense of purpose. The practice of forgiveness. The Stoics understood that holding on to resentment binds us to pain. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." Forgiveness is not about excusing harm, it is about freeing yourself from its weight. It is an act of strength, a choice to reclaim your peace. Reflect on someone or something you struggle to forgive, perhaps a past wrong, a betrayal, or even yourself. Picture this grievance as a heavy chain around your heart. What would it feel like to loosen its grip? Forgiveness does not mean forgetting. It means choosing to move forward unburdened. Take a slow, deep breath. As you exhale, imagine releasing a piece of this resentment. As you inhale, draw in compassion, for yourself, for others. Ask, what would my life feel like if I let this go? The Stoics believed that forgiveness is a gift you give yourself. Let it begin here, in this moment. The power of intentional silence. In a world that demands constant noise, words, opinions, distractions, the Stoics found wisdom in silence. Epictetus said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." Silence is not emptiness. It is a space for clarity, for listening to the quiet voice of your soul. Think of a moment when you spoke too quickly or filled silence with unnecessary words. What might you have heard if you had paused? Imagine silence as a still lake, reflecting your thoughts without distortion. In this stillness, what truths emerge? Pause now. Close your eyes and let silence envelop you for a moment. Notice the sounds around you, then let them fade. What do you hear within? Commit to one moment today where you choose silence, perhaps in a conversation, a pause before responding, or a quiet moment alone. Let this silence be your teacher. The virtue of patience. The Stoics saw patience as a cornerstone of a good life. Seneca wrote, "Nothing is so bitter that a calm mind cannot find comfort in it." Patience is not passive waiting, it is active endurance, the choice to meet life's delays and frustrations with grace. Reflect on a situation where impatience stirs within you, perhaps a goal that feels out of reach, a person who tests you, or a moment that moves too slowly. Picture patience as a steady flame, burning quietly but unyieldingly. How might this virtue transform your experience? Breathe deeply. Feel the rhythm of your breath as a reminder that all things unfold in their own time. Ask yourself, where can I practice patience today? The Stoics believed that patience reveals our inner strength. Let it guide you through life's inevitable waits. A homecoming to the self. The music of the world fades. The clamor settles like dust. And you remain, not defined, not solved, but present. In this quiet, repeat to yourself, I am the keeper of my mind. I am the architect of my peace. I am the mystery, and I am enough. Let these words sink into you. They are not a destination, but a compass. They point you toward your essence, toward the truth that has always been yours. Take a final moment to rest in this stillness. Feel your breath, your heartbeat, the subtle weight of your body. You are here. You are whole. This is your homecoming, not to perfection, but to yourself. As you move forward, carry this clarity with you. Let it guide you through the noise, the doubts, the storms. The Stoics remind us that life is not about escaping hardship, but about meeting it with strength, with wisdom, with presence. You are enough. Not because you are flawless, but because you are here, awake, and walking your path. Breathe. Be still. Be you.